National League Baseball, and today it's the 2008 World Series champion Philadelphia Phillies. Cliff Lee, over and over again, he has baffled hitters. Will he be able to do it today? I'm Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Kruk with me, Major League Baseball, 2K Sports. So, Steve, conscious of this Florida lineup, what's on his mind?
Well, we got a lefty on the mound in this one, some of the best stuff in the league, among the elite left-handers in the game. I guess a lineup that can certainly put runs up on the board, but you have to believe if the lefty can get the job done, he should put some zeros up.
Now, this is a look at the offensive arrangement for Edwin Rodriguez's ball club. In our scouting report, John, who are we watching for today?
Well, a guy that if he can figure out a way to cut down on his strikeouts can be an absolute monster in the middle of anybody's lineup. Mike Stanton, incredible power, such a gifted athlete. And I tell you, you look at the chiseled body that this guy possesses, he's going to be a guy that's going to be a star for a long, long time.
Getting us going again, Chris Coughlin.
For the Florida Marlins, center fielder, number 8, Chris Coughlin.
Looked like the cutter that time for a called strike. A solid 357 lifetime off Philadelphia. Now Lee with the 0-1 pitch. And Chris Coughlin looks at that one for a ball to even it up.
Well, that's just some good old country hardball right there. Four-seam fastball up in the zone.
On the way. Boy, excellent movement to the cutter, and it's 1-2.
Gotta love that location down and away, and with that kind of movement, not many guys are going to put it in play.
This is popped down the right field line. Should be room. And it's caught. The play by Howard. Now we'll take a quick look at how Philadelphia lines up on the diamond defensively.
Now within their division, it's the highest ranked defensive team. They make the plays, and it really is one of the things that distinguishes them from the rest of the competition.
And Infante's batting.
Well, in 2010, the Phillies beat the Marlins by 17 games, and a big part of that came in the head-to-head matchup.
Base is empty, one out. That's a ball. Lee misses. Pretty dramatic difference in the 09-010 records against Philadelphia. 5-13 after 9 wins in 09.
Now remember, Roy Halladay had that perfect game against the Marlins as well last year.
Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0.
Well, you talk about big game pitchers. Cliff Lee has established himself as one of the best in postseason history. Although the World Series didn't go the way he wanted, in the ALDS and the ALCS, he was lights out for the Texas Rangers.
Swung on, line softly to right. Base hit, gets it down. That's our first hit of the game.
Now batting.
Certainly confirming what John says about Cliff Lee's desirability on a team. After that World Series, a lot of clubs were inquiring about his availability.
Hey, listen, despite taking 2 losses in the World Series, it did not impact his value at all. Signing that big free agent contract in the offseason, everybody knows he's a quality pitcher.
And Hanley Ramirez to bat. Lifetime record 2 for 3 off Lee. One out, runner on at first. Swing and a miss on the cutter. 0-1.
One thing we know from year to year, the Phillies are tough to beat at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia.
He delivers. Strike, and Ramirez is going to have to be careful here of the K. Well, the Phillies ballpark at home is known as the bandbox, and they play some pretty good music there.
A pretty good offensive team, second best home offense in the National League. They've tailored their roster to their ballpark.
Got him there. That was a nice strikeout.
You've got to have better plate discipline than that. With 2 strikes, you need to be defensive and try to make contact, but when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not.
Now Mike Stanton batting with the runner on first.
Keep it close, Cliff. Ball.
Cutter just misses. 1-0. One-0 is a fastball that runs away. 2-0. Here's the 2-0.
Strike
The
one.
2-0 pitch, a fastball taken for a strike.
He let that four-seam fastball go up and in the zone. It's up in his eyes. You can see it well. He just couldn't pull the trigger.
Here's the 2-1. 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2.
Well, the backdoor breaking ball right there. They set up a way and executed the pitch perfectly.
Keep it close, Cliff. Foul ball.
That is fouled off by Stanton.
You're out.
And Stanton goes down swinging, strike 3. Good work with that arm, Cliff Lee. The handiwork already on display. Strikes out 2 to start this ball game. First look, Philadelphia bats coming right up. Rollins into the batter's box. He'll get things started here in the home half of the first. And the first pitch. And he pops it up. Foul territory behind third. One away. This is how the Phillies are lining up. Scouting pick, John. Who are we looking at today?
Well, one of the more underrated hitters in baseball has been Raul Ibanez. Throughout his career, he has been a run producer, and that's what he is counted on in this game today. Guys in front of him get on base, let Raul try to pop one or hit one in the gap, and it could be game over.
Now we'll take a quick look at the Marlins and how they take the field on defense. And John, any scouting picks?
Well, anytime Mike Stanton's on a baseball field, you will stand up and take notice. A gifted athlete, 6'5", former football player. This guy can do a lot of things. Very athletic, very great arm, a strong throwing arm. Sometimes accuracy is a problem, but I tell you, Mike Stanton's one of the best you'll see in the game of baseball.
At the belt, Velasco kicks and throws. Sliders in there for a called strike.
A very young Marlins team in 2010 played close to 500 baseball. They have great talent, and from day to day, somebody can carry the team. They just need more consistency.
And Polanco watches that one outside. Well, the names for the young Marlins squad, like Hanley and Stanton, a little more help there, and who knows?
Well, listen, Gabby Sanchez at first base. They've got some talent. They've got some pieces here. They need some power. They need a big power bat, and if the bullpen can come together, they can compete this season.
Oh, yeah. Way to push one over, Carlos.
Velasco too far outside. That's a ball. Swung on and hit by Polanco. And there it is. That's their first hit of the ball game.
It's nice to get that runner on base with one out. Good piece of hitting that single. Now they got something to work with.
And that'll give Chase Utley the chance, a runner on.
Well, 2010 was a bit of a letdown year for Chase Utley. He still hit well and got on base, but the fact that he only played 115 games, if the Phillies are going to get back to the postseason in 2011, Utley has to play more games.
At the belt, Velasco kicks and throws. It's a fair ball headed into the corner for extra bases. And he'll stop at second base, and it will be a double. Well, as John alluded to, after he missed time, it was a thumb injury that kept him out of the lineup for a while. It looks like a minor injury, which can't play with.
And he came back much more quickly than I think a lot of guys would have been able to do. I just love the way he goes about his business. A blue-collar guy, and he never complains about where his health is.
Runners at second and third, only one away. Outside as Howard takes it for a ball. 23 lifetime at bats, 5 hits off Nolesko. At the belt, the 1-0. That one fouled off by Howard. Nolesko too far outside. That's a ball. The 2-1 pitch. Swing liner back up the middle. And it falls as Polanco comes home to score. And Utley comes with him to the plate. 2-run single on that one.
Well, you got to love the focus this man showed in this at-bat right here. You know, yes, he would love to have hit one out of the ballpark to try to put this game out of reach, but he did just what he had to do to drive in these 2 runs to open this game up for his team. Huge single right there.
Howard's the runner at first. And a strike. Nolesko catches him looking.
Well, the pitcher going for that hole in most hitters' swing up and in. He found that strike zone with a 4-seam fastball, and he couldn't get to it.
And Ibanez watches that one go by. The count is even. And that's taken outside for a ball 2, 1 strike count. Career 4 for 10 against Nolesko. The 2-1 pitch. Smashes that one towards the shortstop. Gets one at second. On to first. Safe. Can't get the back end of that one.
Well, they get the lead runner at second, but they just couldn't turn 2. I know they wanted to.
There's a runner on for Shane Victorino. Splitter swung on and missed. 0-1.
Boy, what kind of split does this guy have? I mean, he throws it just like his fastball, and it just falls off the table.
Here's the pitch. And with 2 strikes on him, Shane Victorino does not want a K here. And that splitter for a hitter, Steve, it is so difficult to pick up.
I mean, it really is. And hitters just, they end up thinking and seeing fastball, and then the velocity and the movement get them to swing right over the top.
Got the bat on that one. Coughlin's there. And that one falls in there for a single. Boy, I don't know on that count, Steve. Number 1, the fact that he swung's kind of a surprise. I don't know how he hit that where it was.
You're right. On an 0-2 count, you have to protect the plate. Sometimes it's a defensive swing, but sometimes it works out.
And we're going to see Brown here. Runners at first and third with 2 away. At the belt, Nolesko kicks and throws. Watches a curve in there for strike 1. Victorino's off.
Strike 2.
And the throw. No play at third base. He gets in there with time to spare. Brown hits the ground ball. Infante fields it. Throws on to first. Side is retired. Great offense early. First inning sees the first 2 runs of this game. Philadelphia is leading 2-0. The 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up. Weather's been pretty good here. Some clouds and sun alternating in and out. Quite a nature show here today. And Sanchez is batting.
Ball.
Low pitch from Lee. That'll be a ball.
Good action on that cut fastball down in the zone. Hitter just laid off.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, hit. It's going to be to Victorino. That's going to be a base hit. Sanchez has it. That'll bring up Logan Morrison.
Well, a nice piece of hitting right there. You get on base to start the inning with no outs. And, you know, all it does is you want to just keep the line moving if you're the guys behind him.
No one out and a runner on first. He bunts the ball. Polanco fielding that one. And his throw is in time. First out of the inning.
Gary, you know what? He didn't beat it out at first base, but he sacrificed himself to get the runner in scoring position.
Sometimes those things get lost in the course of a game, but not for the guys on the field. They realize the importance, especially if they get the run.
You know, we always celebrate the guy who drives in the run, but he's in scoring position because his teammate got a bunt down.
And on second, one away. And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Lee. 0-1.
Some guys throw in, some guys pitch in. He pitched in right there to get the strike. Now let's see if he pitches away.
0-1. Good hard cutter in for a called strike.
He's a free swinger on the 0-2 count, so you've got to think to yourself, don't give him anything too good to hit.
Here's the delivery. This one's grounded foul wide of first. Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning.
Very little movement on this pitch at 93 miles per hour, courtesy of K-Can.
Well, you'll see this one going up and away, and as a hitter, that pitch looks as big as ever, but it's so tough to make contact on it.
Now what he's got to do now is make sure that doesn't affect his confidence on the next AB. And we've got Bonifacio batting. Sanchez at second. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. He's out at first base. Nice play on the cover.
That's a well-executed play right there, Gary. He hustled over, got to first base, and touched the bag.
Thought he might have had a strikeout there, but he's involved in the out anyway. So they pick up a hit, but leave a man at second and fail to score. Phillies still enjoying the lead. Leadoff hitter Carlos Ruiz.
Number 51, Carlos Ruiz.
And that's in there. Nolesko ahead 0-1.
This is where you want to go with the breaking ball, to the outside corner. Paint the black. Get the call. The hitter gave up on it. He got the pitch he wanted.
Ball. Carlos Ruiz will take. It's a ball. Count is even. Sharp bite to that slider. 1-2. This one's grounded near third. Foul. Here's the pitch. Slider called third, strike, out number 1. 5 pitches to get the job done. Pretty fine sequence.
That was a great sequence of pitches, and as a hitter, you know every time you go up there you want to try to get a hit or at least make the pitcher work. This one here didn't get it done.
And in the batter's box, it's Lee.
Well, the Florida Marlins are trying to lock up their young pitchers, much like the San Francisco Giants have done. Ricky Nolesko signing an extension with the Marlins. They'll have a great young pitcher for the next couple years.
And that swung on and missed. 0-1. Nolasco, one of those pitchers who's going to go deep into ball games, help save your bullpen. Now just get him out there and keep him healthy, Steve.
Well, he missed the last part of 2010 with a knee injury, and they did the right thing shutting him down, because sometimes if you try to pitch through a knee problem, it can impact your arm because you change your delivery.
And it gets down. The opposing pitcher gets on base. Nice job. And that's going to bring Jimmy Rollins to the plate. Popped out. Foul ground last time around. One out, man on first. First pitch on the way to Rollins. Nolasco too far outside. That's a ball.
They tried to go backdoor with the curveball right there, but just couldn't catch the outside corner.
Here we go, Philly. Let's go, Phil.
Pauses, and now the 1-0. That's high, 2-0. Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And he'll take an extra base on this one. It's rolling towards the wall. And here's Lee heading home. He throws, and he scores from first.
Well, anytime you see a pitch going up and away, you don't want to jump out at it and get out in front of it. That way you hit it off the end of the bat. This guy stayed on that ball and got it on the good part of the bat to get that hit.
Runner over at third, one away for Placido Polanco. And they've not had to struggle here at the plate in this game. They just keep building on this lead.
Boy, so many quality at bats for this offense. The pitcher has to make a pitch here and slam this door shut, or this could get away from him.
Fresh count on Polanco. Here's the delivery. And that's in there. Nolasco ahead 0-1. Steve, absolutely right. They can't afford to give up too many more here. This thing's going to disappear from them.
And from the offense's perspective, hey, if they're making mistakes, capitalize on it, because you just don't know what's going to happen later in the game. Let's see what he does here.
And it falls in. Phillies a chance to score.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
Here's the pitch. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike. A very nice .308 career batting average for him against Ricky Nolasco. Chase Utley not fooled by that pitch. Count is even.
That's not a spot where he wants to throw that pitch. It's danger right there if it's left out over the plate. He's got to bury that into the dirt.
Now the 1-1 pitch. That one fouled off by Utley. And Nolasco gets it in too close. That's going to be taken for a ball. And that misses the outside corner. It'll run it full, 3-2.
He tried to backdoor that pitch, but left it out and away.
The 3-2 pitch. Foul! That one fouled off by Utley. The 3-2 pitch. And that one misses. That's going to be ball 4. Toss the bat aside and head down to first.
Now some control issues right now for the pitcher. He's got to get locked in and back in the zone.
And that will bring Ryan Howard to the plate.
Well, there are days when you just don't have it, and clearly this was one of those days. Now let's see if the bullpen can slow this offense down.
He had a 2-run single in his last appearance.
Well, you hear it all the time with kids in Little League. Don't give up. Keep fighting and keep battling. Well, that's Ryan Howard. He'll take some of the ugliest swings, strike out 2 or 3 times in a game, make one mistake, though, and the game is changed with one powerful swing of his bat and a big home run.
He had a single in his last time up.
Well, he's already driven in a couple runs in this one, Gary. You got to believe they're going to pitch him a little bit more carefully this time around.
And now Howard gets set. Ball. Fastball just misses. 1-0. His batting average lifetime .310 against the Marlins. Here's the 1-0. Now a swing. That ball is hit well. Deep. Going back. He heads. Oh! Runners on the move. Polanco is heading home. Polanco scores.
Star hitters find ways to get big-time runs driven in, and he does it in this situation. Not with a home run, not with a ball off the wall, with an out, but it's still an RBI.
With a runner on second, Raul Ibanez. Steve, we've seen them continue to charge it up at the plate, and it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped.
Boy, after that quality at bat, I mean, this offense just landing some serious body blows on this pitcher in this game.
Boy, you see this get started, it only builds confidence in the hitters. Here's the delivery. First pitch fastball misses badly that time. 1-0.
You know, Gary, you're right. It builds confidence in the hitters, but it also builds confidence in the day's pitcher because he knows he doesn't have to be perfect now. He can pound the strike zone with strikes and be much more aggressive.
Ball 2. Ball 3.
That's a ball. 3-0. Raul Ibanez a dangerous hitter if he gets the green light. Lifetime .325 off the Marlins. It's now 3-1. Ibanez right where he wanted that count.
He's a good 3-1 hitter, very aggressive in this situation, so you need to throw a strike, but you better make it a good strike.
Foul.
That one fouled off by Ibanez. A line drive towards the hole, and he's there to retire the side. You hope you never need 27 pitches to get out of an inning. Ouch. 5-run lead for the Phillies. Bottom part of the order will get their chance offensively.
The plate for the Florida Marlins.
Badenhop at the plate.
Number 31, Bert Badenhop.
Lee with the windup. Cut fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swings on the 0-1 pitch. Can't hit it. Strike 2. Popped him up way up there near third base. Polanco's there. One away. And it's Coghlan batting.
Well, and after a stunning 2009 season where he won the Rookie of the Year, a sophomore slump turned really ugly for Chris Coghlan.
Nobody on base. One away. First pitch. Lee's pitch swung on and missed. Boy, for Coghlan, you come out of the gates after a great year slow and then you get injured. I mean, what a disastrous year for him.
Well, what was a disaster was the way he got injured. The pie in the face. He put a pie in a teammate's face and kind of strained his knee, had to have surgery. Tell you what, front offices don't like that when a young player gets hurt.
Utley fields it. That retires Coghlan. And Infante's batting. 8 for 23 lifetime off Cliff Lee. Two outs, bases empty. And the first pitch. There's a swing and a drive deep to left field. And Ibanez is there. And the side's retired as they head into the dugout. And he goes quickly for Cliff Lee. That's a 1-2-3. He has a shutout through 3 innings of work. And it'll be the Phillies. And it's Shane Victorino now. He's our first batter, home half of the 3rd inning. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1.
Unless you stay back and really think about going the other way, you've got no chance of hitting that 4-seamer down and away.
Here's the delivery. Shane Victorino. He was not fooled by that one. That'll even it up.
Well, that's the pitch you want for the ground ball out. That 2-seam fastball at the bottom of the strike zone. Just couldn't quite catch the plate. Good eye by the hitter.
Here's the 1-1. Good looking fastball. Called the ball though. 2-1. Over his career, a .265 hitter off Florida.
Here we go, Shane. Let's go, Shane.
Strike 2-1 pitch, and he watches the fastball go by for strike 2. Victorino, a ground ball. Sanchez in position. And he's out at first. Good hustle by the pitcher getting off the mound.
Well, that's a good heads-up play. You know, you have to know the hitter and his speed. Don't hesitate. Get over and beat him to the bag.
Base is empty. 1 out. First pitch to him. Hit in the air to left center. Morrison makes the play. 2 away.
They had the outfield swung around to the right that time. He had a long way to go to run that one down.
And Ruiz settles in. Two outs and nobody on. Here's the first pitch. Ball. Fastball is downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. One 0 on the way. Swing and a miss. Carlos Ruiz. No contact there to even it up.
Gary, the numbers seem to indicate he likes to go fastball on a 1-1 count, trying to get back ahead again.
The 1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch, a fastball, cut on, missed. 1-2.
Well, that 2-seam fastball down and away. It's awfully tough to center that ball and make solid contact. That time he couldn't even make any contact.
And Buck spotting the pitch. The slider swung on and missed. Struck him out. Side gone. 3 up, 3 down this half inning. Philadelphia 5, Florida nothing. Things will start getting a little more difficult as we look to the 3rd man to lead it off. And it's Hanley Ramirez at the plate.
Hanley Ramirez.
And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
Okay, we're into the fourth inning right now, and as you start to flip the lineup over again, they've only gotten 2 hits, so they're going to have to really evaluate what they should be looking for at the plate, and maybe they need to be a little bit more patient and make them work.
And Lee's pitch misses inside.
Gary, he's unusually aggressive when the count goes to 1-1, figuring he's going to try to get that pitch over the plate, and I'm going to swing.
He watches the 1-1 pitch, takes a fastball, strike 2.
Now, Gary, he's in a little bit of trouble right now. With 2 strikes, they're probably going to try to get him to chase that curveball.
Hit in the air to center field. Utley will field. That's one away.
Gary, he's settling into a groove right here. And that's 6 in a row that he's set down.
Here's Mike Stanton now. There's 1 down.
Well, Jason Hayward and Buster Posey gathered most of the fanfare for rookies in Major League Baseball, but Mike Stanton put together a pretty strong year himself in his rookie campaign in 2010.
First pitch on the way to Stanton. Low pitch from Lee. That'll be a ball. Well, guys, as John was talking about, Stanton's got the power, and he's one of those modern-day power hitters. He's going to have a lot of Ks, and you're just going to have to live with that to get the home runs.
Well, 22 home runs in 100 games, but I think it's going to be interesting to see how pitchers make an adjustment to him this season, whether or not he can make an adjustment as well and make more contact.
The 2-0 pitch. And he takes a fastball for a strike. 2-1.
The location and velocity are critical when throwing the fastball. He runs his good fastball up and away right here, and it's a take pitch.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a high drive, hooking into the corner. Gone. That's a dinger. Well, that home run occurred with no one on, so they'll only chip 1 off the deficit, down by 4.
Now you can see this pitch coming to the top of the strike zone, right at the letters, right in the hitting zone, and the hitter takes advantage of it.
Key there, if you're hitting, is just don't be too anxious and get out in front of it. He didn't.
And now he's smiling, touching them all. Credit this Florida offense, just not giving up, trailing, but still keeping the attack on.
One out, bases empty. And Sanchez in the box, first pitch. Swing and a hot shot. Rollins picks it up. And so Sanchez retired. Got him in time, first base out.
Now let's see it again. Does the ball beat him to the bag? It sure does. Good call.
Logan Morrison at the plate, 2 down.
Oh yeah, Phillies, baby. It's in the Constitution.
Lee with the windup. Morrison, a ground ball. Polanco. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. So Cliff Lee is heading off the field. He's given up 1 home run in the ballgame. And it'll be the Phillies. And in the batter's box, it's Lee. Singled and scored his last time around. First pitch on the way. Swings at that breaking ball, but misses. It's 0-1.
A Gary, 0-1 count. I'm looking for him to come right back with that fastball.
That one's drilled to short, and Ramirez fields the ball, and that'll retire Lee.
Number 11, Jimmy Rollins.
There's one away, and here's Jimmy Rollins in.
Well, a lost season in 2010 for Jimmy Rollins. Great expectations coming in, hopefully to get his team back to the World Series for a third consecutive year, but he was hampered by the injuries and hit a career low of 243.
First pitch on the way to Rollins. Hit in the dirt. Fielded by Ramirez. Out. And that'll retire Rollins.
Philadelphia Phillies. Third baseman, number 27.
And Polanco settles in. Base is empty and 2 down. He delivers. The 0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike.
Outstanding mechanics right there. He gets all of his body into the pitch. Great velocity on it. A strike away.
Good patience there. Placido Polanco lets that one go by. For a ball. Count is even.
Well, he starts that two-seam fastball in the inside corner, but it just runs in on the hands just off the plate.
That one swung on, it's lined. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. It's the kind of inning the defense likes. 3 up, 3 down. We're through 4 here in Philly.
Stepping up to the plate.
And it's Buck batting.
For John Buck.
And here's the first one. And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Lee. 0-1.
Well, that cutter fooled him, but he still had a huge swing at that one.
Here it comes. Not letting up on that swing, but he missed it. 0-2 now. And he swings and hits this one foul. And a ground ball. Howard. He picks it up. Out. And that's out number 1, stepping in the bag.
Third baseman, Emilio Bonifacio.
And we've got Bonifacio batting. His career number 243 off the Phillies. One out, nobody on. And here's the first one. Runs up to bunt, gets this one down. Lee fields the ball.
The smart hitter, before he steps in the batter's box, checks the corner infield, where they're playing, how close they are. And if he sees bunt, you got to be ready when you get your pitch to deliver. Good piece of hitting.
One down, runner at first. Lee with the windup. Low for a ball to Murphy.
Good action on that cut fastball down in the zone. Hitter just laid off.
Ready with a 1-0. And a called strike to Murphy.
A nice four-seamer right there. That one's clearly on the outside corner. He hit the spot.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. There's Lee for 1. And they will not get the double play. Howard there, but not in time.
Heads up play by the pitcher, showing his athleticism, wheeling to get the lead runner at second. They just couldn't turn 2.
2 outs and a man on first. First pitch, here it comes.
Strike one.
And Lee gets it by, called strike 0-1.
When you throw the fastball, that's where you want it to go. Now you can elevate a pitch next time around.
Coughlin hits the ground ball. Throws to first, side is retired. No runs and a base hit. They leave 1 man on at first. Phillies still enjoying the lead. Chase Utley leading it off. Walked in his last plate appearance. And it'll be Edward Mojica doing the pitching. He's been chosen to take over out there.
You're going to find early in this appearance by Edward Mojica, whether he's on or not, he's a guy who has to have pinpoint control. Not an overpowering pitcher. He's not going to walk you. If he's not hitting the corners and he leaves it out over the plate, it could be a short outing for Mojica.
And with 2 strikes on him now, Utley needs to protect, just make contact.
Well, he doesn't like to mess around. You get 0-2 on him, he's coming at you with the fastball.
Now Buck spots the pitch. Tried to get him to go after that cutter, but it's 1-2.
Tried to backdoor that cut fastball, just trying to catch the outside corner. Couldn't quite get it.
Chase Utley not fooled by that pitch. Count is even. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off by Utley. The 2-2 pitch. Smash towards the middle. And Ramirez fields the ball. That retires Utley.
First base, number 6, Ryan Howard.
Ryan Howard's batting now. There's 1 away.
And this is his first season since his rookie year in 2005 where he did not hit 40 home runs, partly due to injuries, partly due to the second half struggles.
And now Howard gets set. Fastball in there for a called strike. Guys, we were talking about Ryan Howard. I mean, he is still a feared home run threat, even though he had 31 last season.
Yeah, he only hit 31. Trade him. Trade him. I tell you what, I'll still keep him. I think he's got a chance to hit 50 again in the short term.
Ball. Good eye by Ryan Howard. Lays off that one, and we're even. Here's the pitch. He takes a fastball for a strike. Now it's 1-2.
It's a nice location with that fastball down in the zone. If he makes contact, it's going to be a ground ball.
That one fouled off by Howard. 1-2 pitch coming. Howard again will foul it away.
Well, you're behind in the count 1-2. All you want to do is try to stay alive and hope the pitcher makes a mistake. He didn't make a mistake on that pitch, but he got enough wood on it just to foul it off.
Fastball got him 2 down.
Well, 2 strikes, you have to try to fight off this pitch. You have to think away and adjust in. They went away, but he couldn't make contact.
2 outs and in the box, Raul Ibanez. First pitch on the way to Ibanez. Just missed with the fastball, 1-0.
Well, he missed with the first pitch, so I'm betting he's going to come back with the fastball right here, as he's done in the past.
Swing and a miss. Raul Ibanez not making contact to even it up. One on the way. There's a swing and a ground ball. And Ramirez fields the ball. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. Not a lot of action in this half inning. Nothing on. Philadelphia 5, Florida 1. 2-hole to get things started next. And Omar Infante will lead this off. And the first pitch. And it's taken high for a ball. Lee out of the strike zone with that one.
Well, good movement on the cutter there, but he's got to get the ball down to the zone. He can get hurt with hitters throwing it up there.
Here's the 1-0. And he looks at a slider that's in there, 1-1.
When in doubt, go down and away. He throws the slider exactly where he wants to. Tough pitch to hit.
Here's the 1-1. That's taken low for a ball, 2-1. Here's the pitch. Cutter called strike 2.
Gary, if I'm the pitcher in this situation, I'm going with slider. He struggles with it, and it's one of my better out pitches.
Ball 2-2, a slider that misses. 3-2.
Well, he went for the backdoor slider right there, but he laid off the pitch. Good eye.
The 3-2 pitch. Infante hits it on the ground. Utley fields it. So Infante is retired. And Hanley Ramirez to bat. He's got a .295 career batting average off Philadelphia. One out, nobody on. And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. Strike one. And Lee gets it by. Called strike 0-1.
Well, when he was coming into his own with the Florida Marlins, Hanley Ramirez was always compared to Jose Reyes. Speed, power, the ability to change games with hits and with your legs. But Hanley Ramirez right now has put himself in a class of his own.
Strike, and Ramirez is going to have to be careful here of the K. Hanley Ramirez, as John said it, in a class of his own because he's one of those shortstops who delivers power. One of the modern day shortstops, I guess you'd say.
You know, it's interesting. I said, for me, rather than compare.
Line shot into center field. And that's a base hit. Ramirez on board with a single.
Now batting for the
He tries to sneak one down and in to get the strike 3 call, but he fights it off. Outstanding job at the plate.
And that is so demoralizing for a pitcher. You work so hard to get ahead in the count, and then you give up a base hit. Now Mike Stanton batting with a runner on first. First pitch on the way to Stanton. Ball. And Lee throws one outside for a ball. At the belt, the 1-0. This one swung on and driven hard. 2 away. And that will hold him at first.
Now batting for the Florida Marlins, first baseman.
And Sanchez is batting. Very happy manager when he sees this name in the lineup. Ramirez takes his lead at first. Lee with the windup. Watches that one high and outside. Calls strike 1.
Tough pitch to hit right here when you run this fastball up and away. You have to elevate your swing to get on top of it. He ends up taking the pitch.
Keep it close, Cliff. Ball.
And Sanchez will watch that up high. You look at the lifetime numbers, 279 off the Phillies. Swings, hits this one in the air down the right field line. And that'll retire the side. Caught by Utley. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. And it'll be the Phillies.
Now batting.
And if you are just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Crutch, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. They set up away. Cutter misses. 1-0. And Buck sets up his target. Hit sharply down the line. So Victorino is retired. 1 away. And we're going to see Brown here. Base is empty with 1 away. The pitch. Ball. Cutter misses badly. 1-0.
Tried to backdoor that cut fastball, just trying to catch the outside corner. Couldn't quite get it.
Dominic Brown swings, no contact, even count.
Boy, he's got great movement on that two-seamer. It's one of the best around.
Swing and a rocket toward short. And it's caught by Ramirez. And Ruiz settles in. Third career at bat, so 1 for 2 against Mojica. Base is empty with 2 outs. Sliders in there, no balls and a strike.
This is where you want to go with the breaking ball, to the outside corner. Paint the black, get the call. The hitter gave up on it. He got the pitch he wanted.
One and one.
Carlos Ruiz will take. It's a ball. Count is even. Fastball gets away from him there. 2-1.
Listen, he's not one to get too fancy. 2-1 count. He's going to come with a fastball. I'm betting on it.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Carlos Ruiz. No contact there to even it up.
Gotta love that location, down and away, and with that kind of movement, not many guys are going to put it in play.
Ground ball played Sanchez. And that's a base hit. Ruiz on board.
Well, the inning is never over with this team. 2 outs, they get that guy on first base with that big hit. Another guy gets on base. This could set up a big rally.
And in the batter's box, it's Lee. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Two outs and a man on first. First pitch. Swing and a miss on the cutter. 0-1. Edward Mejica delivers a strike now. That's going to take it to 0-2. The pitch. Fouled away. Cut fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. No runs on a base hit. They leave one man on at first. Philadelphia 5, Florida 1.
Now up to the plate.
All right, let's watch as Morrison comes to the plate. He'll lead off the 7th.
Logan Morrison.
Here's the first pitch. That one hit well. Victorino's there. Able to make the grab on that one. 1 out.
The Florida Marlins.
And it's Buck batting. Grounded out last time. One out, nobody on. The first pitch. And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Lee. 0-1.
Okay, 1 out here in the 7th inning. I mean, you have to like the way this is going. They're looking good. The pitcher's throwing strikes. The defense making plays. They've got a big lead. Everything feels good.
On the way. 0-1 is a circle change that's over for a called strike.
Well, he's in trouble right here, Gary, and he knows it. He knows he gets a little overly aggressive on the 0-2 pitch. Let's see how good a pitch they give him.
Maybe you should try baseball. Got no luck.
He deals. He fouls that one off.
Foul ball. No strikes, Lee. We're all about the W's today.
Ball.
Oh, tough one to lay off right there. That fastball. 1-2.
Well, now that he's in the hole and behind, I suspect we're going to see a heater coming in there.
Your average is going flat, Mac. You're out.
Swung on, missed, curveball struck him out, 2 down.
Well, credit the pitcher right there. Good 2-strike pitch, down and away. Not much he could have done with that, even if he had made contact.
Two out, space is empty. And the first pitch. Here's a strike, lunged for that bunt and missed it.
Well, it's getting late right now. 2 outs here in the 7th inning, and you know they're down by a bunch of runs. They need to start to get something going right here, Gary.
Come on. You're flying out, baby.
1-1.
And Lee throws one outside for a ball.
It's a good pitch with a cut fastball. When you're throwing this pitch, you want to start it on the corner, run it off the plate, trying to get the hitter to chase. Good piece of hitting to lay off of it.
Drilled towards the hole. And there's Howard. Pulls that one in. 3rd out. Nothing doing here in this half inning. Philadelphia still ahead. It'll be the leadoff man trying to get things going here.
Now up to the plate.
And Jimmy Rollins is up.
Shortstop, number 11, Jimmy.
First pitch on the way to Rollins. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
Even with the late movement on the cut fastball, you don't want to throw it up in the zone because a hitter can fight it off and muscle it over the infielders.
Let's go, Phil. 0-1.
Good eye by Jimmy Rollins. Stays away from that one, and it evens it up.
Do this, Rollins.
1-1 pitch, fastball. That's going to be low. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. That's called for a strike. It'll even the count at 2-2.
A good four-seam fastball right there. You have to know yourself. He didn't think he could catch up to it. Better off to take it.
Now the 2-2. Rollins makes contact. That's fouled off.
Do this, Rollins. Let's go,
And he holds off with the cut fastball. Works it full.
Well, the cut fastball up and away can be dangerous because that pitch can run over the plate. Fortunately, the hitter laid off it and didn't get hurt.
Here's the payoff pitch. And the leadoff man's job. Get on base. He does it there with ball 4.
Walking the leadoff man, it's not a good sign.
Well, that's what you want to do. You want to have quality at bats, get that pitch count up. And I tell you what, he worked this pitcher. It's going to be tough for him to get this next hitter out after working that walk on so many pitches.
A runner on first, no outs. Fresh count on Polanco. Here's the delivery. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. Lifetime numbers 2 for 5 off Mojica. Now Buck spots the pitch. Swung on and a grounder to first. That's one out. Sanchez, and they turn the double play.
Look, Gary, we talk a lot about how important defense is to a team's success. That's living proof right there.
And you keep this one in mind because it's an inning offensively that didn't happen. And a shot here for Chase Utley with 2 down. 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch on the way to Utley. Comes out swinging for the fences, but ends up with a strike 1.
Boy, that good late movement down, that cut fastball, unbelievable action on that pitch.
The pitch. Chase Utley not fooled by that pitch. Count is even.
That's a good pitch there. Tried to get him to chase it out of the zone. He just laid off.
And here's a swing and a miss. He couldn't get that one. 1-2.
Well, you have to be ready for something hard, and this guy wasn't anticipating it. That's why he was late on that 2-seam fastball.
The 1-2 on its way. That one fouled off by Utley. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Chase Utley is out of there. No hits, nobody left on, and a good defensive half inning. And it'll be the Marlins coming right up. And we're going to see Helms here. He's going to get us started. 8th inning.
Well, I can't blame him for bringing in the pinch hitter right now for the pitcher. They've got to do something to get this offense going and try to get back into the game.
And Lee gets it by, called strike 0-1.
Well, it's getting late right now. They're down a bunch, so they need a big inning here. They can't wait till the 9th to try to come all the way back. They need to try to do something now.
Pitch on the way. Hit on the ground towards second. Played by Utley. And that'll retire Helms. And it's Coughlin batting. Grounded out his last time through.
Here we go, Phillies!
One out, bases empty. Lee with the windup.
0-1.
And that finds the outside corner for strike one.
Look, Gary, with one out right here, they still have time in this inning to try to generate some runs. They need to score here in this 8th inning and not leave it all to the 9th.
Swung on, line to right field. Makes its way through for a single. That will bring Omar Infante to the plate.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate, and he took advantage of it.
One out, man on first. Here's the first pitch. Infante hits it on the ground. And it's plucked off the field. Utley for one. Back to first. Not in time. Wanted two, won't get it.
Well, they get the lead runner at second base, but I think they would have liked to have gotten two right there.
And Ramirez settles towards the middle. Oh, avoided the path of that ball. That was right up the middle. Was that ever close? No runs on a hit, and they'll strand it. Philadelphia still ahead.
Now batting.
It's Ryan Howard to lead off.
First base. Number 6, Ryan Howard.
And doing the pitching, it'll be Randy Choate. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
Well, when Randy Choate comes in the game, rest assured he's going to be facing a left-handed pitcher. 2009, 61 games, 36 innings pitched. That tells you that the only guy he's facing is a lefty. The righty comes in to hit. We'll see Randy Choate taking an exit.
Back one out of here.
There's the swing. This ball is crunched deep into straightaway center. And he drops back to the warning track to pull it in.
Left fielder, number 29, Raul Ibanez.
And it's Raul Ibanez at the plate.
Raul Ibanez had a breakout year in 2009. Didn't really follow it up in 2010. Got off to a really slow start. Picked it up, though, after the All-Star break. So some promising things in 2011 for Ibanez.
Base is empty, one out. First pitch on the way to Ibanez. First pitch, a slider for a called strike. Raul Ibanez, gentlemen, we're looking at numbers that dip in the power department. Went from 34 to 16 home runs in a year.
Yeah, you know what I saw?
Headed for the middle, and Ramirez fields the ball. And that'll set down Ibanez.
Philadelphia Phillies. Center fielder, number 8, Shane Victorino.
And it's Shane Victorino at the plate. Base is empty and two down. First pitch to Victorino. Up the middle. Infante fields it. Throws on to first. Side is retired. No runs, no hits. Nobody crossed the plate in this half inning, and nobody left on base. Philadelphia 5, Florida 1. Cleanup batter due up next. And in the batter's box, it's Stanton. Had a home run back in the fourth inning. Lee with the windup. Looked like the circle change, and it just misses 1-0.
Well, a non-save situation right here in the 9th inning, and they just want to get outs right now. Try to get the first out of the inning. Take away hope as the other team needs to score a bunch of runs. You get an out, you can really deflate them.
Swing and a miss. Mike Stanton can't get it. Count is even.
Gary, the numbers seem to indicate he likes to go fastball on a 1-1 count, trying to get back ahead again.
One pitch. Swung on, hit. It's going to be to Victorino. And that's a base hit. Gets down in front of him. So Gabby Sanchez to the plate.
Number 14.
Well, good piece of hitting right there. And anytime you get your first hitter of the inning on base, it could set up the potential for a big inning.
Last time up, flew out. No one out and a runner on first. And Sanchez in the box. First pitch. Lee catches him looking.
Well, he gets away with one right here. You don't want to throw the slider up in the zone because you can get hurt. This time it didn't hurt him.
Ball.
Gabby Sanchez not fooled by that, so that'll even the count.
Well, that pitch right there, that changeup away, if a guy's looking for it, that's a great pitch to be able to hit the other way with some power.
Here's the pitch.
Ball.
1-1 pitch. Fastball high. 2-1.
Well, the starting pitcher right now is over 80 pitches, and this is a time when the manager and the pitching coach have to keep an eye and see if his velocity's dropping. If it is, you might want to think about getting him out.
Now the 2-1. And Gabby Sanchez swings and misses. That's going to even the count. He's ready. 2-2 on the way.
Ball.
And it goes foul.
Ball.
Sanchez, another foul ball.
Well, anytime you have a 2-2 count, especially anytime with 2 strikes, you have to protect home plate as a hitter, and that's exactly what he did right there. A pitch borderline strike zone, but he just did enough to foul it off to see another one.
Three-two on the way. Good cutter. Swung on and missed for the first out.
You're now going to get a chance to see the cutter here, Gary.
Logan Morrison.
Well, this is where you want to go with 2 strikes on the hitter. You want to go down out of the zone. He swings through it, couldn't make contact with that one.
One out. Runner on at first. Here's the first pitch. Good rip on that one, but he missed it on 1.
Well, if you've done your homework, you know how you're going to attack this guy. You got to go with the slider here.
Now Lee with the 0-1 pitch.
Ball.
Logan Morrison will take that pitch, and he'll get an even count out of it.
Oh, it's a great fastball right there down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
Here's the pitch. Here's a strike, bottom half of the zone. 1-2 now.
Now that he's established the bottom of the strike zone, it gives him so many options. He can go to the breaking ball or climb the ladder with another fastball.
Logan Morrison will take that pitch, and he'll get an even count out of it. Cutter called strike 3. He knew it, too. 2 down. Well, he showed him a great rhythm on the mound in that at-bat.
Well, great rhythm and a great sequence. He strikes him out on that 5th pitch, and he set him up perfectly.
And it's Buck batting. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. Stanton's on first. Now the first pitch. Here's a swing and a fly ball. That's a foul. Lee now has him 0-2.
Sometimes when the pitch comes out of the pitcher's hand, you have to say to yourself, I'm going to lay off and wait for the next one. He didn't think he could catch up to it. Good decision.
And this is popped up on the left side. And you just saw it, folks. That's going to be the last play of this game.
Well, it's been a great one here today, Gary, and it's all because of the pitching. Outstanding pitching, really leading them to victory.
Now let's take a look back on this ball game and see who our player of the game is. And what a game we saw today from Cliff Lee.
Well, you know, Gary, he made just that one mistake, but that doesn't tarnish the shine of this performance today. And I'll tell you what, a manager absolutely loves it when he doesn't have to go to the bullpen. He can give those guys a day off, and it makes them stronger for the remainder of the season. But I tell you, this guy was throwing strikes today, and it was an easy decision to keep him in the game.
And Steve, they're able to win this game rather handily. A little bit of home cooking here that was right on from the beginning.
Gary, as a player, you always like having the 10th man out there, and these fans provided that today. They were into it.
Thanks for being with us today. We hope you've enjoyed 2K Sports Major League Baseball. We wrap it up. I'm Gary Thorne with John Kruk, Steve Phillips, and our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you soon.